Hey, it's Dusty Thunder with another story for you, and I don't like this one already. I haven't read it, but I know it has to do with clowns, and I don't get along. We just don't. Mina Nisa, it is known. Title of this story is, Am I the Astronaut for Telling My Girlfriend to Suck It Up Around My Clown Figurines? Me, 26 male, and my girlfriend, 24 female, have been dating for 2 years. Since we started dating, she has known, all caps, that I love clowns. This is a me thing, but I'm going red flag mode for that comment alone. I have several porcelain clowns displayed around my house and on walls, hung from the ceiling on little swings and on shelves. I adore those little weird creatures. Well, last week I bought 2 Venetian masks from the thrift store, and they're in great condition. I got them for a decent price, too. She hates them. She said they're creepy and give her bad vibes, whatever that means. I think it means it's creepy and they give her bad vibes. I told her that I would take down the masks when she's staying the night, but I'm not getting rid of them. She told me that was fine. Yesterday, she got up and told me that we needed to talk. She told me that she's sick of seeing my weird decorations and clown toys everywhere, that they're ugly and creep her out. I asked her where this was all coming from because she has never mentioned my clowns before, all caps again, and she said my bringing those ugly masks into our home was the last straw. And my obsession with clowns was charming before, but now it's just disturbing. At what point was it charming, ma'am? At what point was that not a red flag? I told her that I would take down the masks when she was over. But 1, this isn't our home, it's my apartment. And 2, she's known about the clowns for years. And to try to stop me from decorating my place how I please is controlling. She told me either get rid of them or we're done. I told her to just suck it up while she's here. And if she can't, then I'll come to her place every week. She didn't like that answer and called me a child before leaving. I texted her to apologize for telling her to suck it up about the clowns, but she has not responded to me. So, am I the asshole for telling her to suck it up about my clown figurines? Okay. To give truly helpful feedback for this, I have to remove my personal disdain for clowns and say, if this was about any other thing, is OP the astronaut for telling her to suck it up about your clown figurines? Yeah, I mean, you are. Here's the deal. You're into something that she has known about for a long time, so she accepted that about you at some point. At some point, there was a tipping point. It became too much for her, right? Your solution paths right now are not solution paths that lead to a future. You saying, suck it up around him, or I'll just go to your place, is not, hey, someday we're going to get married and live together and have kids. That's why it's such a problem right now. And also, she created a boundary here and said, either calm down on the clown stuffs or we're done, and you decided not to calm down. You chose for that relationship to be done. That's why you're a little bit of an asshole here, because she gave a very clear, like, this is happening or this is happening, and you ignored all of that, and you're like, no, we'll just do this other thing. You're a little bit of an asshole for that. And the clown thing just really creeps me out personally, so, like, sorry for judging you on that. That's a me problem, right? But yes, you chose to end this relationship here. That's what you need to realize. You chose to end the relationship because the choice was either calm down on it or the relationship ends, and you were not willing to calm down on it. And you have to realize that none of your solutions led to any kind of future. What would marriage look like for you guys? Would you have your dedicated clown room? And you'd probably resent her for having to contain it to one room, and it leads to a lot of problems later on, right? There is an edit update here. Edit/update. I wanted to clear up some things that I saw in the comments. I had a small collection started by my grandparents when I was a baby. That's where I got my first swing jester. The collection has grown in the last 2 years to expand to commons decor and not just dolls. Okay, wait, how long have they been together? Let me go back to that real quick. They've been together for 2 years. So he's been, okay. The collection has grown rapidly in the amount of time that they've been together. So it's not what she accepted about him in the beginning. For the update, she saw the post, she read the comments, and called me today. She wasn't too happy about being called an asshole, but she apologized for being controlling. Turns out she wanted to see if I would get rid of my collection if it meant keeping her, like it was some relationship test. Note, she did really hate the Venetian masks and didn't like that they are hanging above my bed. I told her that if it came down between her needing me to get rid of them or sell them for expenses, then I would of course do that. But I'm not just going to get rid of my collection because someone says so. She asked if we could move on from this, and I told her no. I don't like that she tried to test my love by asking me to get rid of my collection. She left. We're officially broken up now. On the bright side, I can fill my house with more clowns. I even found a music box online that I might get. Thank you everybody for helping me figure out that I wasn't in the wrong. And to those saying I'm a serial for owning clowns. I've read quite a few comments from people collecting dead things, so I think I'm in the clear on that. Yeah, my clown thing is a personal me thing. Like, no judgment on you for that. I find them creepy. But I still think you're a little bit of an asshole here for not being willing to honor the boundary. And the boundary was either our relationship is done or this. Now, you ended up choosing the path of the relationship being done, like we talked about, and then you stuck to that even when she tried to backtrack it. Yeah, she's an asshole for testing you. I call bullshit on the test, by the way.
It was not a test.
Candy Thunder, you want to come up? That was not a test. That was regret.
Yes.
That was 100% just regret.
I don't think she intended it to be a test. I think she just called it that afterwards to
try to backpedal?
Well, and she read the things, but it is interesting. I didn't pick up on that the first time, that his collection has grown in the last 2 years and that they've been together over the last 2 years. So you're right. She didn't walk into this with 100 different clown figurines. She walked into this with the one that he was left from his grandparents.
Or the small collection.
The tiny, yeah.
That is now grown.
But it wasn't in his bedroom. It wasn't in other areas of the house. He just had a couple things, and now that has grown tremendously. So it is they just aren't compatible. She doesn't like the clown. She's freaked out by him.
Right.
He enjoys the clowns, so he needs to find somebody that enjoys the clowns. But
yeah, and trying to force that relationship, does it make her more of an asshole or him? Because they're trying to force something that's just not going to work here. It's a part of who he is. She can't accept a part of who he is, but tries to manipulate him in that. And yeah, she's an asshole for that. He, instead of being willing to, should he be willing to change? I guess that's the question.
No, I think he should find somebody that accepts his clowns and wants to decorate their whole house with that. But it's not her. I think she was legitimately freaked out by the collection. And then read the comments on Reddit and backtracked and called it a test.
Because of that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she initially did it. I think the masks, like the Venetian masks that he bought, were like the tipping point for her, and he hung them above the bed. So you're laying in bed looking at these creepy masks, and they are kind of creepy.
That's a personal taste thing, though.
Yeah, it's a personal taste.
Make it a collection of anything.
Yeah.
Maybe he had like samurai swords all over the house.
I think they both kind of suck a little bit.
So it's an ESH?
For me, like he I don't know, putting creepy clown masks above your bed, you can say it's a you problem and you don't, but it creeps me out.
Okay, but it's his thing.
Totally.
Right? Where the only part where I think he's the asshole
and judging
is for how he handled her approach with her saying like, it's this boundary, this or this. And he didn't respect that at all.